and record today, and we'll see how it turns out. So happy Sunday. Thanks for being here. Find yourself standing on your mat. You can be in whatever way suits you best to see the screen. But take your feet wide, align the insides and bend your knees and just rock from heel to toe, heel to toe. Bend your knees, squat a little bit at your waist, hinging forward. Just bring your awareness down to your feet. Then come to still and consciously erect the top of your head and pull the arches of your feet up. And then start to bounce at the knees. You can keep your hands at your hips and then move to one side. And then add your hands and just be silly. Just move in any silly way, moving your head, moving your hands, your elbows, and just shake out all that seriousness. Just let a little joy, a little fun, a little goofiness come into your day, into your brain. And explore high and explore the middle and explore low. Behind and in front. And then repeat that all the places that you can reach. Celebrating we have a body. Noticing what works really good and maybe what needs a little deeper stretch. And then come to still, walk the feet so they're about 2 fists width apart, insides aligned, toes spread wide. Tuck your tail, grow the crown of your head, roll your shoulders back and down, and find mountain pose. Let your eyes fall into a hazy stare or closed. Take a moment to feel your body. All your parts and all your pieces start at your feet. Bring your attention in and down. Imagine you are getting taller with your inhales and more grounded with your exhales. Inhale, awareness. Open mouth, exhale. Release all the tension, all the distraction, anything that doesn't serve you any longer, anything that you have become that blocks who you are. Do that a couple of times, breathing in through the nose. Take a pause, hold that breath, and then exhale slower through the mouth. Allow that tiny little shift that softens your face, your jaw, your brow, relaxes your shoulders, lifts your heart, heavies your fingers and your feet. Know you are here. You have come to your practice. And then keeping yourself in that present state, bring your hands to a prayer mudra, touch your thumbs to the center of your head, that third eye, let your elbows come out wide. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Press the heels, the mounds, and the fingertips of your hands together. And let that pressing together bring your logical and your intuitive mind into one whole integrated mind. Activate your observer. Step away from your thoughts so that you can watch them throughout your practice, so that you can be in tune, tapped into the sensations in your body and not distracted by the thoughts in your mind. Let the thoughts run where you can watch them, be curious about them, but not becoming them. And slowly, and staying in that meditative state, drop your hands, place them over your heart, roll your shoulders back and down, lengthen your neck. Let the weight of your hands on your chest bring your attention inward. With connection to your body and the observer activated in your mind, take a moment to connect with yourself, to be with whatever is there without becoming it, without denying it. And breathe and be. Make a commitment to honor yourself throughout your practice. My cues are suggestions. Don't do too much. Don't do too little. Add on or back off. When you're ready, release your hands, open your eyes if you had them closed. Find your mountain pose, and then sweep your arms up. Drop your shoulders out of your ears, crescent over to the right. Slide that right hand around, look up over the left shoulder, press down through the left foot. Inhale, back to center. Exhale over the other side. Look up, press down. Inhale up, exhale over. Inhale up, exhale over. One more time. Inhale up, exhale over. Other side. Stretch that side body. Come back to center. Bring those hands to prayer. Touch the thumbs to the center of the head. Bend your knees. Widen your feet if you anticipate that you're going to be tight. Better to start out slow. And then hinge at your hips and fold on down to touch the floor. Glue your belly to your thighs. So your knees are bent. Your spine is long. Your neck is long. And then lift your hips, drop your head, shake your head, yes and no, dump out the head trash. Stretch the back of your ankles, the back of your calves, the back of your knees, your hamstrings, nice and gently. Don't do too much, don't force. And then walk your way down to your hands and knees. Knees under hips, hands under outer shoulders, 10 fingers spread wide, toes are tucked. Pull your belly button in and elongate from tailbone to crown. We're going to step back with that left foot, lift the leg up, bend the knee, point the toe towards the ceiling, and lift that toe nice and high. Keep the shoulders level, and then bring that nose and knee together on an exhale. Inhale, lift it up, tiger flow. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lift. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lift. Nice and controlled. 3 more. Come back to neutral. We're going to extend that left leg out to the left. You can touch the floor if you like, or keep it lifted. Then bend the knee back to center, and then take it over to the right and touch it down or hold it up. At the same time, take your gaze to follow your foot. So looking over the left and then looking over the right. Tap it down or hold it up and flow. We're gonna do 10, 9, 8, 7, keep the elbows with a slight bend. 6, move your neck. 5, 4, 3, 2, feeling it in your right glute. 1. Extend that left leg and sweep it out into the side of your left hand. Untuck your right toes. Think about a flat line from your tailbone to your crown. Bend your elbows. Press into your hands like you're pulling the mat back to reach your head forward, and sink your hips back towards the back of your mat. Find that stretch in that left leg. And breathe. And breathe. And breathe. We're going to release and heel and toe into a lizard's pose, bringing that left heel of the foot behind the left heel of the hand. Slide your right knee back. Drop your hips towards the mat. Peel your shoulder blades back and grow through your crown. Soften your elbows. Don't do too much here. And if it is already too much, grab those blocks or those rolls of toilet paper and lift yourself up. Nice stretch in the hips. Nice and easy, not too much. We're going to release that lizard. Walk that foot back out to the side where it was. You can repeat that stretch that you just did, or walk your hands out in a devotional stretch and deepen that stretch in the back of that left leg. So think about a straight, flat back. And always add the blocks. It's going to make it a lot more accessible, giving you height. Release the shoulders away from the ears. And breathe. Breathe in awareness. Exhale the resistance. Release the pose. Place the hands back under the outer shoulders. Slide that left leg back. Knee bent, bottom of the foot parallel with the ceiling. Draw the shoulders out of the ears. Pull your belly button to your spine and pulse that bottom of the foot towards the ceiling. Working the glute specifically for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on out and ungulate your spine with cat and cows. Tuck your toes. Pull your belly button in, extend your spine, and then float, pressing your heart forward, dropping your belly, arching your back. That's your inhale. Exhale, arch up, tuck your tail, chin to chest. That's your exhale. Soft elbows. Come to still. Walk your hands backwards. Place the back of your hands on the mat. Soft elbows, bent elbows. Stretch out your wrist by letting a little bit of pressure come into the back of the hands. Extend through your crown. Breathe and breathe and breathe. Release your hands, come down to your forearms, bring your hands together in prayer, walk your knees back, bring your head forward, draw your shoulders down and back, and draw your belly button to your spine. So modified dolphin plank. If you like a full plank, tuck your toes, lift your knees. Use your core, relax your shoulders, soften your face. Keep your breath going. Do not hold your breath. Breathe and breathe and breathe. Say something nice to yourself and make your way back to box. We'll do the other side, starting out with that crouching tiger. So toe is pointed, other side. Lift the toe as high as you can. Let the back arch. Draw the shoulders out of the ears. On your exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, kick it up. Exhale, crunch. Inhale. 3 more. Kick it back. Step it forward outside of the right hand. My knee is a little bit tender this morning. I'm going to take it slow. Bend your elbows. Extend through the crown of your head. You find your edge. I have to find mine. Lizard's pose, heel and toe that foot in, heel of foot behind heel of hand. Slide the left knee back. Let the hips come forward. Add props if you need them. Roll the shoulders back and down. Easy stretch. And breathe. And breathe. And breathe. I forgot to do the toe taps. We will go back to that. And breathe. Come back up. Inchworm that foot out to the side. Adjust your pose. Devotional, a little bit easier for me. If you like, or stay up high. Think about flattening your back. Elongating from tailbone to crown. And breathe. And breathe. And breathe. Make your way back to box. Extend that right leg out. Let's do the heel lift so I don't forget those. Bent knee, flat hips, flat shoulders, engaged core, long spine, pulse. The bottom of the foot towards the ceiling for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend the leg. And then bend the knee. Extend over to the right. Look at it. Come back to center with bent knee. And then extend to the left. Look at it. You can touch the floor as a modification or keep it lifted. Find your flow. And then we're going to count 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Ooh, I'm feeling it. 1. Come back to hands and knees and dolphin plank. Forearms, hands to prayer. Step the knees back. Bring the head forward. Contract the abs. Draw the shoulders down and back. Tuck the toes. Lift the knees if you like. Breathe. And breathe. And breathe. Lower your hips down. Straighten your legs if you need to do that. And come down onto your belly. Turn your head so that left ear is on the mat. Extend your arms out like airplane wings. See if you can melt that left ear into the mat, drawing your shoulders downward. So taking a nice stretch to the neck, relaxing the body, bringing in thoughts of gratitude. What is working? This has been my practice with my injury, to focus on all the parts of myself. I appreciate you guys giving me this reminder, because that's what yoga does for me. All the things that are working. Feel your left hand, spread the 5 fingers wide, straighten the arm, plant the hand, and slide the right hand towards you so elbow comes towards the sky, and roll on to that left hip. If this right leg is an issue for you, you can always bend it and drop it, but see if you can use your core to hold it up. Use your right hand to check your hips. Try to stack them one on top of each other. Point your toe. Press into the mat with the right hand if you need that kickstand, or reach that right hand up. Nice stretch for the front of the left shoulder, a little ab workout. And if you like, an add-on is to grab the top of your foot. Not going to happen on this side yet. For a quad stretch. So bending the knee, grabbing the top of the foot. Breathe and breathe. Make your way out and come up to seated, nice and slow. Let your right shin be in front of your left. I'm gonna add a block underneath my knee. Maybe you like support underneath your knees. Roll your pelvic bowl forward, peel away the flesh, roll the shoulders back and down, grow your crown, and then extend your arms out like airplane wings. Drop your shoulders away from your ears, kiss your shoulder blades together. Sweep your left hand across, right hand underneath. We're going to stretch the shoulder the opposite way, push that hand away, Look away, look over that left shoulder. Use your right hand to bring a hug to that left shoulder. Pay attention to what you're doing at your pelvic bowl. So roll that pelvic bowl forward, connect with the core. Let that core keep you tall. Drop your shoulders out of your ears. Stretch your neck. Breathe and breathe. Release, extend. Press your palms away from you with the arms extended long. Just activate the muscles across your back like you're pushing away a wall that's going to close in on you. Feel your heart open, your throat open, and soften your brow, soften your mind. We're going to come into the shoulder stretch the other way. Right hand comes across, left hand finds the shoulder. Push the palm away, look over that right shoulder, roll the pelvic bowl, activate the core, stretch the neck. Breathe and breathe and breathe. Give yourself a little hug, one side. Make your way out and lay on your mat. So I'm laying the opposite way so I can still look at you guys. Maybe you do the same, maybe you don't. Turn your head to the right, extend your arms out. Tops of the feet come to the floor. Melt your shoulders away from your ears and let your neck have a nice stretch here. Feel the 5 fingers on your left hand. The elbow, the arm is straight, and then slide the left hand towards you. Roll onto your right hip. Lift or lower that leg. Use your left hand if you can to make sure your hips are stacked. You can keep that left hand as a kickstand, or you can add in the quad stretch, reaching for the top of your foot, kissing your shoulder blades together. Always more to do in life, but it doesn't mean you have to do it. So find your edge, breathe into it. Find your yoga. Make your way out, come back to seated. Let your left shin be in the front this time. Peel away the flesh. Roll the pelvic bowl forward, zip up the spine. Drop your fingertips to the outer edges of your mat. Elongate your neck, soften your face, and start to make spirals. Like your nose is a magic marker, drawing big circles. Slow your circles down. Check your low back. Make sure that pelvic bowl is still rolled forward, that core is still engaged. Hang out at any spot that you'd like a little extra stretch. Make your circles as big as they can possibly be. And then reverse. And do the same. Hold a spot. If it feels tight, breathe into it, relax into it. Stretch your neck. Say something nice to yourself. Take a moment, bring your attention in and down. Be the observer of yourself. Be the observer of the emotions that need to be heard, need to be felt. Notice the sensations in your body giving you important information. And then start to spiral smaller and smaller until you come to still. And then you can grab a drink if you like and roll down onto your back. Bring your strap with you. You can do some ab work on the way down. A roll down. Legs are straight. Arms extend. Crown grows tall. Belly button engages and roll down. Or you can just roll down. So either way, find your yoga. When you get down, draw your thighs towards your belly. Wrap your hands around your shins. Rock side to side. I think this injury has been the best thing for me, and my ego hates it, but I have to slow down. So that's good. Come to still, have your strap, bring it underneath the arches of your foot, taunt your strap with your hands. Feel the 90-degree angle at your hips. See if you can straighten your knees by pushing up through your heels. And then bring awareness to your shoulders, come into your ears. Draw your elbows towards your hips. Find that flat spot on the back of your head. Pull your belly button to your spine and take any arch out of the low back. So flatten the low back into the mat. Breathe, legs up against the wall. And breathe. We're going to stretch those legs another few times with some poses. So drop that right foot out. Keep that knee bent, that heel close to the booty. Bring the strap into the left hand. You can use a block here underneath your right, or your right thigh to splay that knee out. And then with a taunt strap, let the left leg splay out, pressing the heel away. Keep your hips planted, so don't let that right hip lift up. Extend your right arm out and turn your head. Rest your right ear towards the mat, your shoulders away from your ears. Spread 5 fingers wide. And then glue your elbow and slide your fingertips any amount towards the top of your mat or towards your head to open up that shoulder. And breathe. And breathe. Come back to center with everything. Rest the left ankle across your right knee. Ditch your strap for a moment. Walk your fingertips towards your hips or towards the bottom of your mat. Flatten the back of your head. And then lift your hips up and float them down. And lift them up and float them down. Keep the throat open and flow. 3 more. Up and down. Press that right knee away. Let that left knee splay. All right, next one, we're going to hold it up. Walk your fingertips down and then clasp them towards each other. Walk your shoulders underneath. Let that left knee splay down. Lift the hips. Keep the chin out of the chest and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a break. Come into that little ball. Rock side to side. Got one more to do. Release your roll and rock. Drop that right foot down. Extend that left leg up. Hands on either side of the hips. Walk them down. Find the back of your head. You want your throat open. Your chin's not in your chest. And we're going to lift those hips and drop them down. And lift them up and drop them down. Lift up, press the knee away, drop it down. 3 more. Lift up, drop down. Lift up, drop down. 1 more. Lift up, drop down. Thighs come into the belly, rock side to side. Come to still, find your strap. Extend your legs, legs up against the wall. Taunt your strap, 90-degree angle at your hips, shoulders out of your ears, back of your head, flat on the mat. Press up with your heels, stretch your legs. Let the blood rush out of your feet. Press your belly button deeply to the spine. Flatten your low back. Keep that core contracted and float your shoulders off of the mat. A little core. Shaking is making. Keep the shoulders out of the ears. Keep the crown long. And breathe. And breathe. And breathe. Rest the shoulders and the head. Release that left leg. Move that block or support, it can be a pillow, over to catch the thigh. Taunt the strap on the right leg. Splay it out as far as you can, keeping this left hip planted. Extend the left arm. Turn the head. Rest the ear towards the floor. Glue the elbow, the shoulder. Spread 5 fingers wide. And then cactus that arm. Press out with the right heel. Stretch the leg. Soften across the hips. Keep them planted. Glue your belly button to the spine. Take that arch out of the low back. Draw your shoulders away from your ears, but keep your upper back planted on the mat. Rest your ear, your shoulder, your elbow. Lots going on here. Breathe and breathe. Make your way out. Cross that ankle across the thigh. Ditch your block or your strap. Move your block. Hands come to the hips. Walk them down. Open your throat. Plant the back of your head. Splay that right knee. Lift your hips. Float them down. Lift your hips. Float them down. Lift down. 3 more. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Hold it up. Walk your hands down, clasp your fingers, walk your shoulders, find your figure 4 bridge and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on out. Little rest here. Thighs come into the belly. Wind removing pose. Rock side to side. Massage out your low back. This little move, great for elimination, digestion. Come to still. Tighten the hands around the shins. Bring the thighs closer to the chest. Keep the chin out of the chest and float your shoulders up. So press your low back into the mat. Use your core and breathe. And breathe. Chins out of the chest. Lift the shoulders up. Activate those core muscles. Float the shoulders down. Drop the left foot. Extend the right leg up. Walk the hands towards the bottom of the mat. Flatten the back of your head, open your throat, and lift up and float down. Up and down. Up and down. 3 more. Up, down, up, down. Last one. Up, down. Bend your knee. You can grab that block, place it in between your knees. Walk your heels towards you. Walk your hands towards your heels. Find the flat spot on your back. Keep your throat open. Float your hips up for full bridge. Walk your shoulders, your hands together. Feel your mind open. Feel your heart open. Feel a connection to your body. Build that bridge. Squeeze the block between your knees. And breathe. And breathe. And breathe. Make your way out. Roll onto your side. Come up into box pose. You can grab a drink now if you need one. I think I'll grab one. And then set your box up for success. You may be ungulating already. Cow and cat. And then come to still. We're gonna make our way up to downward facing dog. So wide feet's gonna make it easier. Lift your hips, pedal your heels, wag your tail. Walk your feet closer together if that's appropriate for you. Pull your belly button in. Come up onto your toes. Flatten your back, then drop your heels. Widen across your upper back. Breathe. And hold. Shake your head, yes and no. Dump out the head trash. Make space for meaning and purpose and process. And then slowly walk your hands towards you. Bend your knees. Glue your belly to your thigh. And then lift your hips. Come into a forward fold. Grab your elbows. Straighten your legs any amount, keeping the connection between your belly and your thighs. Breathe and breathe. Release your arms, engage your core, roll up one vertebra at a time. Sweep your arms up over your head. Steeple your fingers. If this is too much for your back, you can always take your fist to your low back, kiss your shoulder blades together instead of having your hands up high. We're going to pretend a string is lifting our heart. Press down through your feet. Lift your heart. Let your hands float back. Opposite stretch for that low back. Find yours. Lift your heart. Keep your throat open. Keep your face soft. Breathe and breathe. Find your way back up and swan dive down. Arms come out, knees bend, shoulder blades kiss, heart lifts. Take a moment, accept your preciousness, your magnificence, and then bow in humility at your hip crease with your exhale. Touch your fingers to the floor. Walk your hands back out into that downward facing dog. Plant your right foot, lift your left. Draw your left thigh into your belly. Bring your head forward. 3-point plank. Touch your left foot. Step it down in between your hands. Pivot your back foot 45 degrees. Stack your left knee over your ankle. Engage your core. Sweep up into warrior one. Breathe and breathe. Kiss your shoulder blades, lift your heart, arch your back, pinky tips in, shoulder blades kiss, hips are forward, shoulders are forward. Find your strength. This is about facing yourself and whatever you are navigating through. It's remembering you have the strength. Exhale out, back down to the floor, down into downward facing dog. And then walk your hands to your feet. Forward fold. Roll up one vertebra at a time. Sweep the hands up and over or into fist. And find your back bend. Breathe. Lift, press down, lift up. Relax your shoulders out of your ears. Inhale up. Swan dive down. Take time with your swan dive to invite your essence and then to bring in humility. Find your dog. Right leg sweeps up. Thigh comes to the belly, head comes forward. Feel your strength. Step it through. Plant the back foot, ankle to ankle. Bend the knee. Engage the core. Sweep on up. Hips and shoulders face forward. Pinky tips in, elbows out. Arch your back. Shine your heart. Find your strength. Breathe and breathe and breathe. Find your way out. Step your back foot forward. Find your mountain pose. Say something nice to yourself. We're going to do some balance. So grab a drink, get hydrated. Hair's falling out. So for balance, you want to have a flat surface. If you're on carpet, you might want to, if you're accessible, a hard floor. It's going to make you more successful, or maybe have a chair or a wall that you can use. Find your mountain pose. We're going to work those hamstrings with our balance today. So first, standing up tall, feeling our feet rooted down, our crown growing tall, making sure our core is activated, our shoulders are relaxed. We're going to weight into the left foot, step back with that right foot. You can always come back. We're going to bend the knee and touch the floor. You can always come back to the floor for balance, or you can keep that leg lifted, cant slightly at the hip crease, and bend and straighten. So we're working that hamstring. We're going to do it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step it down, find your mountain. Other side, weight into the right foot, step back with the left. Ask yourself, do I want to keep touching back to the floor, bend the knee, touch down, so butt kicks, or do I want to hinge forward and keep that leg lifted? Hips and shoulders are parallel with the front of the mat. Let's do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to mountain. Say something nice to yourself. Whatever you did, that was good. Building awareness. Yeah, now we're going to work the glute because it's all connected. So weight on the left foot again. Step that right foot back. Hinge forward. And all we're doing is lifting a straight leg. So you can touch your toe, come back down, or you can just keep it lifted. Hips and shoulders are facing forward. And we're going to do it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side, not too bad. Weight on the right foot, left leg steps forward. Find what you want to do. Take a few practice ones. Ask yourself, do I need to touch down? And then we'll do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step it down. You're at the top of your mat. Find your mountain pose. Bend your knees. Weight onto your left foot. Step back with your right foot. Cant it at a 45. Stack your knee over your ankle. Turn your hips and your shoulders. Warrior 2. Find your pose. Kiss your shoulder blades. Lengthen your neck. Shoot lightning bolts out of your fingers. Turn your gaze towards your left hand. Warrior 2 is about having strength when we interact with others. So notice your right hip, don't let it roll forward, or your right shoulder. Sink down, get tall. Turn that left palm up, right hand half binds behind, left hand floats up, grow through that left side of your body. Kiss your shoulder blades together, drop them away from your ears, crescent back any amount, look up, look out, look down, find your pose, feel your strength. Breathe and breathe. Windmill down, resting that left elbow on the knee, taking that right hand up, Lengthen from fingertip to the edge of your foot. Take your gaze upward. Roll that right shoulder back. Half bind if you like. Full bind if that's good for you. Don't do it if it's too much. Breathe and breathe and breathe. Engage your core. Make your way out. Hop your back foot forward. Mountain pose. Take a moment. Say something nice to yourself and let it land. Weight onto the right foot. Bend the knees. Step back with the left foot. Other side. Find your warrior two. Align your heels. Stack your knee. Turn your hips. Turn your shoulders. Extend your arms. Kiss your shoulder blades together. Sink down. Grow tall. Turn your gaze over those right fingers. Wiggle all 10 fingers. Find your strength. It's hard enough to work with ourselves, never mind working with the diversity of others. Flip that right palm. Half bind the left hand. Exalt your warrior. Grow tall. Crescent back if that's right for you. Look up, out or down. Don't let that right knee sink in. Breathe and breathe. Windmill. Right elbow down. Left arm comes up. Elongate. Look up. Breathe. Add on with a half bind or a full bind. Breathe and breathe and breathe. Make your way out. Hop, skip, jump or drag, back foot forward. Mountain pose. Say something nice to yourself. Bend your knees. Ignite your core. Weight your left foot. Step back with your right foot. Heel to heel. Knee bends. Turn your hips. Warrior one. Find your warrior. Pinky tips in. Elbows out. Heart lifts. Roll that right hip forward. Lift your heart. Kiss your shoulder blades. Find your strength. You are stronger than you know. Breathe and breathe. Find your way to warrior two. Sink down. Grow tall. Kiss the shoulder blades. Windmill down to the mat. Pivot your back foot. Drop your back knee. Uncurl your toes. Heel and toe that left foot out for that lizard's pose. Let your hips come forward. Let your heart float through. If you have the space, deepen into the pose, rolling on to the outer edge of your foot, maybe coming down to your forearms. Stretch deeply into those hips. They, again, like the warrior one, give us information about the relationship with ourselves. We want to be flexible. We want to be open, taking care of ourselves so that we can appropriately interact with others. Add a twist, taking left hand to left knee. Look over that left shoulder. Breathe and breathe and breathe. Make your way out. Find your way to box and then dog. Deepen your dog. It should be a little bit easier. Heels down, hips up, widen across your upper back. Left weight into your left foot. Let your right leg sweep up. Drop your right shoulder. Stack your hips if you like. Bend your knee. Open up that hip, that leg. Keep dropping the right shoulder. Let the twist come at your waist. And breathe. And breathe. Make your way out. Walk your feet towards your hands. Forward fold. Shake out the head trash, the beliefs, the patterns, anything that no longer serves you, just dump it out. And then roll up nice and slow, bringing in whatever you need right now. Find your mountain. Imagine yourself being covered with love and light. Bend your knees. Step back with the left foot. Warrior one. Turn your hips. Reach your arms up, pinky tips in, heart lifts, find your strength. Should be easier. Breathe and breathe. Open your throat, relax your shoulders, lift your heart, sink your hips. Warrior two. Breathe and breathe. Windmill down to your mat. Pivot your back foot, drop your back knee. Find your lizard on this side. Maybe staying high, maybe going low. Maybe rolling onto the outer edge. Grow through your crown, stretch your hip. Add your twist, look over that right shoulder. Make your way out into easy seated. Spread your legs wide. See if you can get your feet to be on your mat. Maybe not today. Peel away your flesh. Sit up nice and tall. Kickstand your hands behind you. Press out through your heels. Lift your heart. Relax your face. Move your neck. Make sure there's no tension in the shoulders. Kiss the shoulder blades together and then activate your core so you can sweep your arms up and then crescent over to the left. Come back to center. Crescent over to the right. Flow. Breathe. Take your gaze upward. Finish up so you're equal on both sides. And then come to turn towards your left leg. Keep your right hip on the mat so you're twisting at your waist. You can always add blocks or props here. We're going to fold over that left leg so props can catch your forearms, or you can just reach for that left foot. Keep that right hip down. So adjust your fold. Keep your chin out of your chest. And breathe. And breathe. Stretch the back of your leg. Flex your foot. And then roll up. Turn the opposite way. Bring your props if you need to. Lay your belly towards your thigh. Find the stretch on this side. Keep that left hip down. Maybe press your left hand into that hip crease. And breathe. Breathe. Keep your chin out of your chest and the crown of your head reaching long. And walk your way out. Maybe add those blocks in front of you. Poke your hip creases. Think about open throat, open mind, open heart, and fold forward. Find your way to your edge. Maybe to your toes. Breathe. Lengthen and soften. Make your way up. Walk your feet in front of you, but keep them wide. Kickstand your hands behind. Drop your toes to the center. Can't really see my toes. And then pinky toes to the outside and just give a little rotation. I could not do this a week ago, so I am happy. Stretching our shins a little bit along with our ankles. And come to still. Bring the big toe mounds together. Peel away the flesh, sit up nice and tall. And then just tap down your legs, forward fold. Find your edge and then tap up. Then tap down the sides. Give gratitude for your feet, your legs. Come back up. And bring your legs into easy seated pose and take your hands around your buttocks. Give love taps. And if you like, you can bring your hands to fists and come up your back. Love thumps. And then bring your hands flat and tap all around your belly. See if you can feel and say and think nice things as you touch this such important and precious part of your body. It holds so many organs, so many chakras. Our first chakra, our second chakra, our third chakra, how we navigate our physical life. It holds our pleasure, our reproduction organs. It holds our digestion, our cleansing, our choice, our relationships, our purpose. Let your hands come up, touch your chest, and then land your fingertips on your thymus points. Just give a little thymus thump to increase our immune system. Also great for waking us up so we don't fall asleep in Savasana. And then bring those hands and just give a nice little massage to your neck, all across your occiput. And then opposite hand, opposite shoulder, maybe down your arm. Both sides. And grab a drink. You can grab your props if you have an eye pillow, a blanket, a bolster. Have your block, toilet paper handy. Grab your strap. Do a roll down. I'm going to do a boat roll down this time. If you want to work your core, drop your shoulders, lift your crown, ignite your core, stay tall, roll down one vertebra at a time. And then let the feet come up, bring the strap around the bottom of your feet, taunt that strap. Find the back of your head, open your throat, drop your shoulders, draw your elbows towards your hips, flex your feet, press your heels upward, legs up against the wall. Let the blood drain from your feet. Let your breath slow. Maybe your eyes close or into a hazy stare. And slowly make your way, adding the props that you'd like into your Savasana. So today I'm going to use 2 blocks. Come into a cobbler. Place the blocks underneath my thighs. You can place pillows or blankets there if you don't have blocks. Find the back of your head. Make sure your throat is open. Then extend your arms out to open your heart. Let your palms face upward in a receiving and giving mudra, and take a moment to check on if that's right for you, or maybe you want to do something else. Maybe you want to use a bolster, an eye pillow, a blanket. The first step of Savasana is tuning in, tapping in to the wisdom of our body and establishing a posture that allows you to be in serenity. In Savasana, we are staying awake and alive and aware. We are practicing being present. We're practicing strengthening that muscle to use our observer, to observe our thoughts and not become them, to be curious about our emotions and not fall into them, to still our body and listen to what it's telling us. You might want to close your eyes, or you might want to create a hazy stare, depending on what supports you to stay conscious. Following your breath is usually very helpful. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth if you have a lot of tension still. And then slowly finding your way to just breathing in and out through the nose. With an integrated mind and an active observer, with a still body, everything relaxed, no tension. And with a connection at your heart, being curious about that high heart, that unconditional love that is you at the core of your being. With your arms spread wide for yourself, feel that open heart and all that it holds, that unconditional love supporting you with whatever you are navigating through. Be curious about the emotions that are there, not trying to stop them or control them, not becoming them, but noticing them fully, honoring them, whatever they are. Take a few moments to be with yourself. You are strong, you are wise, and you are human. Take a big conscious inhale, hold your breath. Blow out all the air, contracting the belly, nice and slow. Do it again. On your next inhale, slide your hands up overhead. Arch your back. Maybe straighten your leg. And then exhale. Grab something to support yourself. Place it between your knees. Roll onto one side. Catch your head with your forearm. Open your eyes. Draw your thighs deeply to you. Whatever you have between your knees, whether it's a block or your fist or a blanket or pillow, let it remind you to give to yourself, to receive from yourself, to receive from others, to look for support that is out there from yourself or in there from yourself, out there from others and from the world. Remember to say kind words to yourself, to monitor your self-talk, to direct it consciously, to honor your emotions by feeling them and being curious about them, by giving yourself kind actions, by monitoring your reactions, making sure that they support you. Slowly and gently make your way up to an easy seated pose. I've been practicing the hero's pose with my knee to get it to bend. One block is just not enough. 2 blocks. Maybe you're in another pose of your choice, maybe just seated easy. Tilt your pelvic bowl forward, zip up your spine, relax your shoulders. Take your arms out wide. Open your heart, open your throat, open your mind. Feel your magnificence, your strength, your beauty. And then wrap your right hand over the top, left hand underneath. Arch your back, drop your chin. Give yourself a hug. And inhale nice and wide. Accept all the benefits of your practice: physical, structural, muscular, mental, emotional, spiritual, energetic. Left arm over top, right hand arm underneath. Give yourself a hug. Pull those energies into every cell of your being. With gratitude for what you did today, bring your hands to prayer, your thumbs to heart. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Enjoy this lovely Sunday. Stay cool. You're cool. Namaste. Let your coolness keep you cool. Let me shut off this recording, and then I can hear from each of you.